It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Next on Madden Football.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13, and able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has the potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On second down, it's Walker. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Aikman will throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's caught right side by Daniels. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Again, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Aikman looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Aikman. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Aikman. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw is Aikman. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and throw for it with Aikman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Foster, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go with the option, coming right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First and goal from the 6. 1st and goal, Foster. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys! I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A first down carry for Foster. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They run up the middle with Foster. And some room to maneuver.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seven, our score after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
1st down, here's Aikman. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Aikman. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Aikman operating from the gun. Going right side, he has Witten. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This little short throw to Witten. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now it's Smith running right, and a short gain down to about the 33. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Fourth down, Cowboy kicker Greg Zuerlein comes on. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Watson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Daniels has it, left side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Faking the give, now Watson. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st down, it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Again, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 36.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now it's Watson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll throw on first down with Aikman.
They'll set up the screen to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Out of the gun, it's Aikman.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Aikman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
On the move past the 40, and he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw again here, Aikman.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, it's Aikman. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Foster running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away.
This will be fielded at the 17. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
First down, here's Aikman. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Straight ahead, Walker. They juked him, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Aikman. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, and they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson now to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Daniels. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Here's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On first down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Watson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. "31 yards on the punt there. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Aikman. And his throw is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Aikman will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Pearson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Aikman operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pearson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Now Aikman looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And now out comes Houston. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
8 yards to go on second down. A give left side, Foster. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that flag accepted. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. They'll go again with Foster. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards.
And the Cowboys have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Watson.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going up the middle, Foster. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Now it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Foster on 2nd down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Watson. Touchdown, Texans! Deshaun Watson finding DeAndre Hopkins. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On play action, Aikman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Aikman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking to pass, Aikman on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Now Aikman. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Cowboys strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Zerline now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. From the pistol, it's Foster. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Aikman. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
We gotta be big time. Let's roll. Let's go, baby.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. From the shotgun, Aikman. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
That's right. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Aikman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Aikman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, look at the juke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Watson. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson.
Snap it. You got to snap it. They can't stop me.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run up the middle with Foster, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the 22, Watson flushed out right. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Watson on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Watson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, Watson. Flush to his right, and he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Get him going, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. It can't stop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Do your thing. Rock and roll, baby. Keep our boys. Let's go, baby.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do our thing.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.